And for our last story, we turn to Egypt. What began as a routine underwater tour of a popular Red Sea resort ended in tragedy when a tourist submarine carrying dozens of foreign visitors sank. 6 lives have been lost, including 2 children. What caused the disaster, and what impact will it have on marine tourism in the region? Our next report has the details.
An underwater adventure in the Red Sea turned into tragedy for 45 foreign tourists who set off on a sightseeing tour in a tourist submarine. Their voyage was supposed to be a regular underwater excursion to explore the coral reefs off the coast of Hurghada, a popular Red Sea resort city in Egypt. However, disaster struck when the vessel crashed just 1 kilometer away from the shore. Reports say water flooded the vessel and passengers scrambled to reach the surface. 6 people did not make it out alive, all identified as Russians, including 2 minors. The victims were members of the same family vacationing in Egypt. The submarine was carrying a total of 50 people, 45 tourists and 5 Egyptian crew members. Among the tourists were nationals from Russia, India, Norway and Sweden. Authorities confirm 6 Russians have been killed and that all the other passengers have been rescued. This following a search and rescue operation led by the Red Sea Governorate and the Egyptian Coast Guard. Divers were dispatched to the site within an hour and several boats assisted in bringing survivors to the shore. But the exact cause of the sinking remains under investigation. Reports suggest the submarine struck a reef at a depth of 20 meters, leading to a loss of pressure. Within a submerged vessel, water flows from high to low pressure areas. So a pressure drop likely allowed seawater to flood in. The weather conditions were calm at the time, suggesting that the environment was not a contributing factor. The submarine was operated by Sindbad Submarines, a company that markets itself as the only real submarine in Africa and the Arab world. The vessel is designed to accommodate 44 passengers and 2 crew members, but it was carrying 50. Sindbad Submarines is part of a rapidly growing underwater tourism industry. The global marine tourism market is expected to see significant growth and projected to increase from 3,519.4 billion in 2023 to almost double by 2033. The Red Sea is one of the most preferred destinations for underwater exploration. Egypt's Hurghada is among the top spots for diving and submarine tours. It also remains a major contributor to Egypt's tourism industry, which employs 2 million people and generates over 10% of the GDP. However, the area has seen multiple deadly incidents in recent years. In November last year, a dive boat capsized off the coast of Marsa Alam, killing 4 and leaving 7 missing. Then in June, 24 French tourists were safely evacuated before their boat sank in a similar incident. In 2023, 3 British tourists died when a fire engulfed their yacht. As per reports, safety concerns have prompted many tour operators to halt or restrict tourist trips on the Red Sea. So, if Egypt wants to maintain its reputation as a top destination for underwater adventures, it must prioritize safety measures and enforce stricter regulations so that tourism thrives without compromising lives.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
No, I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.